How are my repairs holding up? This day, I tell you. Ahead, lessons learned, if I had to do it again, what to look for, and these pertaining to the garage, laundry, Mr. Tux, mosquitoes, and more. Oh, my manners. I will welcome you properly.
A journey of home renovation and maintenance. Welcome to Maintaining 18.
This repair was easy as a phone call. There was some doubt the warranty would be honored as it appears to be physical damage. Some would say it is because of bad usage. I do not know how the damage happened, and it happened to the previous Electrolux washer. LG warranted the repair without a problem. Happy me. Just in case, I instructed my children on how to use the washer. In short, fold longer clothes, layer the clothes, do not stuff them in, fill to 3/4 full, that is a drum, and ensure the clothes are not pushing against the door. The tech came by and took a look and ordered a new tub seal. In the meantime, I tried an experiment. I could get some cheap liquid silicone, which would harden, and see if the repair could be made without replacing the tub seal. The silicone is for creating molds. I asked my daughter to mix the epoxy type substance, which I tried. It did not work, and it did not harden as it should. There were issues keeping the liquid in place. Well, if I had thought it out, I could have used clamps and wood. That would have worked. In the end, this may be not the solution for you. It won't get you far at all. It's best to just replace the tub seal. The temporary garage? Short answer, it's been dismantled and is no more. Well, it lasted 3 years. It could have stayed longer, except it was under a tree, which shed its branches during the winds puncturing the roof. I tried to use some cheap tarps to patch the roof, and that worked for a while. The shed's tarps became brittle and easy to tear, and so it did when the wind blew above casual. Over time, the tape that held the joints broke, severing the joints, causing it to collapse. I had to move tools, as you can imagine, so they would not be easily damaged by water. I'll build a shed soon, but hopefully before summer. Sincere thanks to subscribers. It's been a year. When small projects happen, big ones brew. I wish you all the best for 2025, especially those outside the empire. I decided to try to wash the mattress to delay its replacement. The chemical I'm using is for cleaning restrooms, and more to come on this. I'm showing you this because it gives a better view of the shed in its final days. Washing the mattress worked out well, but there were some issues. The chemical was mixed at too low a ratio with water, and it melted, literally melted, a portion of the mattress. Not a big spot, but damage nonetheless. The makeup stain, or should I say war paint, faded a bit, but is permanent. I would have to paint it out. As the saying goes, iron sharpens iron. The next issue was when drying. Well, it leaves behind somewhat of a stain. You can see the water marks. So, in order to get rid of this, a lot of water is needed. And especially rainwater. That worked out very, very well. Have the water soaking through, running down the bottom. Pretty good. An update on the wheelbarrow, or Mr. Tux. Mr. Tux was hard to get. The stores around my area did not have any, so I'm taking care of this one. I do not mix cement in it. I use buckets, otherwise its use is harsh. To make it last, I added a spray-on truck bed liner. It survived 2 winters, but on the second, improper storage did it in. Mr. Tux caught snow, which melted, and then froze. I noticed this and thought I should flip Mr. Tux. During ice removal, some of the bed liner was pulled off. So this time around, I'm using another bed liner. This one is rated as being among the best, and it's available at the big box store. There's a link in the description for the review. Mr. Tux now gets an upgrade. I prefer spray-on because it's smooth versus this version, which has grit to prevent cargo from sliding around. That's great for a pickup vehicle, except this is a wheelbarrow with a max speed of 5, maybe 10 miles an hour, and intended to tilt, spilling out its contents. This has not been a problem so far. I did some pruning before the summer. A quick mention, as this is not about the pruning itself. I did hire some folks to prune the taller trees at the rear. Well, my wife knows of a doctor who passed of injuries while pruning or felling trees. He was successful. The lesson applied to me is pay someone to do the work on the trees. I am glad to know I am worth more alive than dead. She asserted unless she is home, no tree or roof work. As a reminder, the best time to prune is during the dormant time. That's during the winter. What is the big deal of me doing this? Pruning trees is about community in this case, which is about social relationships among neighbors. I cut the tree branches heading towards the house, protecting my property, and over towards the neighbor's house, protecting her property to a lesser extent. Tree growth of this sort is among the top reasons for disputes among neighbors. I prune to keep it socially good. Already, the neighbor is not in a right place with me, and I the same, as I refuse to buy that tool. I'll leave you with a how I did it tip. During this summer, I marked the branches that I would be pruning. The trees have leaves, and I can see clearly what is offending and what is not. Hey, once winter rolls around and the leaves are gone, it can be a little bit challenging to determine which branch is an offender. I added another in-ground garden bed. This time, I did not defer any portion of the construction. This one was easier, as I did not have to add angles. I ran into a supply problem and had to use round blocks, the only blocks that were available. Turned out to be a great decision. There goes the consistency. Nevertheless, these are highly recommended. These blocks are stable, making the square blocks unstable. This is by comparison. Another inconsistency is the stain, another supply issue. However, I think I lucked out. I like it. It pops. Rain fell on my project and caused some damage. However, I pressed on knowing that I would refinish for next year. A quick recap on the construction. I dug holes at each corner, about 8 inches in depth. Compressed the soil at the bottom of the hole. Added stone to the ground level and also compressed the stone. I dug trenches about 4 inches deep and the width of a small shovel between the holes. I laid lumber and backfilled it with rocks. The lumber, of course, is held by the round corner blocks. The soil is next. The best time to get soil is at the end of the season during clearance events. I think I added about 10 to 12 bags for $2 each. This was a year ago and is a marker for inflation. I leveled everything, and not by eye but using a level. I added rebar to hold the garden in place, a step I delayed in the previous build. The final step was to till the soil, and now it is ready for Accra. I needed a way to easily dispense the industrial chemicals I begun to use to aid with cleaning and in particular the bathrooms. I now scrub way less. I started using Hillyard, that's the manufacturer, and Marina, the product, which is an acid restroom cleaner. The cleaner handles tough stains in restrooms and showers. It dissolves soap film, body oil, hard water deposits, urinary salts, and so on. It smells pleasant. It has a light floral fragrance. So why did I start using these products? There was a buildup of oil in the master shower. I could not get rid of it, and I used a powered scrubber, actually a polisher for cars, except with a hard, brittle brush. Well, it would not budge. That stain kept getting bigger and bigger. Since I started using Marina, the area cleared up significantly. I've been testing the product and have not scrubbed the bathroom floor for months. I use the Marina once a week. I delegated the task to my daughter, and hence the powered sprayer, which is easy for her to use. She does the whole process, from mixing the Marina concentrate to spraying the bathrooms, especially the toilet seats, floors, and around the faucets. And under the toilet seat as well. This was quite the experience. I can now get back to cleaning my bathroom on a regular basis. That is scrubbing. It's been challenging to go so long without actually cleaning, but I'm surprised. It looks pretty good for a bathroom that hasn't been cleaned in months. The next product is Re-Juv-Nal by Hillyard. It is a disinfectant, mildew swat, detergent cleaner, fungicide, virucide, and deodorizer. The application is delegated to my daughter, and during school days I take over. This product is used daily in the shower, toilet, windows, fixtures, floors, walls, and shower doors, basically everywhere in the bathroom except the ceiling. It is also used in the kitchen, on the bins, the floors, the faucet, the fridge, and I'll bet you won't guess the next area. I'll cough it up. On the covers for the outdoor furniture. If you said door handles, yes, but not consistently. Why the outdoor furniture covers? I had to open the patio and had to clean the covers, which had mildew and mold and other buildup. I mix half a gallon at a time, which lasts a couple days. Very economical, considering the concentrate costs $20, and this was of July 2024, and it lasts 2 to 3 months. The Marina is used less and lasts much, much longer. Those are some of the solutions I've found to my home maintenance woes. There is something else I would like to share. The AC filter. I use a 20 by 20 by 1 inch. I typically use these filters and they catch a lot of dust. However, I recently switched. Now I'm using filters from Kirkland. It has the mesh or the wireframe built in, so you can use it from any direction. The problem is, it's longer. It's a 25 by 20, so it sticks out of the unit a little bit. At about 2 weeks or so, I pull it out and I turn it around and stick it back in. It is what it is, but the 20 by 20 is simply not available anymore. I'll end on a quick mention as promised. I paid about $600 to treat the property for mosquitoes and bugs. I got many complaints from my family about being bitten. A guest I had over fled inside, refusing to be a snack for the females. To fix this, I used Stryker and Bifen I. I treated the entire property, trees, grass, patio, and the perimeter walls. The bird is eating the insects that fell on the screen and around the window. Happy 2024, and see you all in 2025 when it comes. Thank you for subscribing and sticking with me. Take care and win the year.